Hey, it's Brian. If you checked out this week's podcast, you heard me make a brief cameo as I had just returned from a family trip and had watched no wrestling whatsoever since Dynamite on March 1st. So to help me catch up on the biggest things I missed, I asked the boys to each give me one thing I need to check out so I'm all caught up. So here is my homework assignment report of the 3 things in wrestling I needed to watch. Let's go in chronological order. Kevin had me check out the confrontation of Roman and Cody on Smackdown. I thought this was real good. Both guys made great points. Cody saying how beating the impossible was kind of his thing. Roman firing back with Cody never having a championship title or even a match or a main event at WrestleMania. Then when Roman got into the part of how Cody never talked about, how Dusty never talked about Cody, and Cody clearly getting fired up, that was great. But what was interesting to me, I thought the crowd was a little split. Certainly more in favor of Cody, but Roman got some cheers too. So something I'm going to be monitoring as we head toward Mania. But good stuff from both guys. Jason says to check out AEW Revolution. I thought it was pretty good for the most part. I will say I agreed with the decision of every single person who won. They literally batted 1,000 on who I thought should win every single match. So that was really cool. Big thumbs up there. A couple other match notes. The Ruby turn. I thought that was a little bizarre. That's right after the match. You just spent 15 minutes trying to beat up Saraya, and now you're joining her. Like after a span of 1 minute after losing? I don't think that made sense. Maybe you save that for Dynamite, giving her some time to think, right? So I would have done that there. I also want to see Jon Moxley in a no blood match sometime soon. Let's see if we can get that on the books, TK. Finally, MJF and Danielson, they delivered 100%. Met MJF if he had any doubters on how good he is in the ring. He had to have erased them with Danielson and him. That was very, very fun. The sudden death, OT, that's a bit cliche, but at the end of the day, the right man won in MJF. Joe had me check out the promo between Austin Theory and John Cena. While it was entertaining, I didn't love the theme of Cena's promo of how Austin Theory is a joke. I disagree. That was the old Austin Theory up until losing the Money in the Bank cash-in. Since then, I've loved his attitude change. I love that he's won matches against Seth Rollins and Bobby Lashley. He survived the Elimination Chamber. So if Cena doesn't think Theory is a serious threat, and that even if Theory wins, he still loses because of the crowd at Raw the next night, I'm not buying it. I would have rather they go with a theme of Theory being the now and Cena being past his prime, sort of passing the torch sort of thing. Make it more serious. We'll see if it gets more that way, in the next couple of weeks. But as I said, I didn't love the theme of Cena's promo this time. I'll be back hosting next week's show. Getting excited to be just a few weeks away from WrestleMania. If you haven't yet, please subscribe to our YouTube channel. Help us get to 4,000 subscribers by Mania. YouTube.com/thatwrestlingpodcast. And remember, enjoy wrestling.